I also know you didn't come here to hear me speak, but we did feed you, and you're going to have to listen for a little bit of time. Thank you all very much for coming out here today. You know, I grew up in Gifford, Illinois, compromised township, and I got my start in politics in local government as a county board member, and then a county auditor. And I can tell you, I know when you live in a rural area, township government is your local government, your go-to source. And there's been a lot of talk over the last few years about county government, or township government, and consolidation. I'm going to tell you, it is great to see something go from townships, from municipalities, from counties here today. Because I grew up in that small town, and when I became elected official, I would come here to local official day. I came here and it was a great time to see the state fair, to check out some of the livestock, to get to ride the rides, and to eat terrible food for my health. But it was fun. And then several years ago, Local Officials Day was canceled. And I thought that was a shame. But my staff pointed out, you know, we work with local governments, whether it be through ePay or Illinois funds, and why don't we just start it up ourselves? Well, that's applause for my staff for having the great idea. They listened to me complain and came up with a solution. And that's what we try to do in the Treasurer's office. We find a problem and try and come up with a solution. And the office I have today is not the office I ran for. Now, the office I ran for didn't have a retirement savings program. We now help over 150,000 people in the state save their own money for their retirement. Yep. Thank you. The office I ran for didn't have a savings program with disabilities. Today we do. And we're helping people with disabilities lead a brighter life, to have more financial independence, and that was something that wasn't possible before. We're making investments in things like infrastructure that we couldn't before. We've overhauled our college savings programs. We've done a lot of things differently, but today I want to talk to you about two things in particular. We want to bring ourselves into the 21st century. Now, especially those of you who went through COVID, if your unit of government had a drop-off box for checks, or you had someone who opened all of the mail that came in, filed deposited checks, you know, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier for your constituents and easier for you to deal with this all electronically. So we've made great improvements to our ePay system, and I think Aaron will talk about that. And I also know, as a former elected official, how much you hear about property taxes. Am I wrong? I'm a state elected official that has nothing to do with property taxes, and I still hear about it. But I can tell you something. You know, just because we can't solve the problem ourselves, doesn't mean we don't want to be part of the solution. And one way we can be part of the solution is to help your units of government earn more money through interest income. Because every dollar you can earn in interest is a dollar that doesn't have to be raised in property taxes. And so I'm very proud that last year we raised nearly $1 billion for local units of government. The hesitation is because we didn't cross $1 billion. But Jack's shaking his head there. Are we going to cross it this year, Jack? Yes. That's $1 billion that won't have to be raised in property taxes. So if you work with us on Illinois funds, if you entrust us for Illinois funds and you're happy with the returns, I just want to say thank you. If you're a unit of government that has not been getting a good return, making the most of the money you have in your accounts, please talk with our staff, and Aaron will talk to that as well. But a day like today doesn't happen on accident. Today happens because we have great partnerships. And that's something else I learned in my time working in local government. We get a lot more done working together than we do by ourselves. If we rely on our neighbors, if we rely on our churches, our nonprofits, we can increase the impact of our dollars. And so Local Government Officials Day doesn't happen by accident as well. I want to take a moment to recognize participating organizations that work with us. And it's a few of them. the Illinois Association of County Officials, the Illinois Association of Fire Protection Districts, Illinois Association of Park Districts, Illinois Department of Agriculture, the IML, Illinois Municipal Treasurers Association, State Association of Counties, TOI. You guys have been partners with us for a long time. UCCI, DuPage Mayors and Managers Conference, Lake County Municipal League, McHenry County Council of Governments, Metro West Council of Government, Metropolitan Mayors Caucus, Northwest Municipal Conference, South Suburban Mayors and Managers, Southwest Conference of Mayors, West Central Municipal Conference, Will County Governmental League. Thank you all very much for working with us in our programs. I also need to thank another group out here that hopefully some of you will thank as well. This is a fun day at the fair. Weather cooperated with us. We have some good food. And for those of you who like to take part, the Associated Beer Distributors in Illinois volunteered the beer here today. I thank you. We have some bands. In the past, we've had to return some beer to them. They get offended. So if you can do your part to help us empty these kegs, I appreciate it very much. So let's give a round to all of those wonderful organizations we work with, including ABDI. To discuss the benefits of Illinois funds and e-pay and encourage attendees to speak to a staff member. We have several here today. You'll see them in navy blue polos with an e-pay and a little lock logo on there. Talking more information about that, I think Aaron Sloan is going to come back up here today, but I want to encourage you to visit our iCash table. Folks at iCash over there, can you wave? Is it that table? Yeah, wait, okay, over there. Another great part of my job is unclaimed property. This is money that's gone missing from you as an individual, from your businesses, from your churches or synagogues, from your local units of government. Go over there, happy to help check and see if we have money that belongs to you. When we put more money into your pockets, and you can spend it at a local restaurant or a local business, or out here at the state fair, that money circulating throughout the economy does a lot more good for the state of Illinois than it does sitting in a bank vault in Springfield. So I encourage you to check and see if we have money that belongs to you. Last year we set a record. We returned over $300 million to people in the state of Illinois. It's like I get to play Santa Claus 365 days a year. But I'll tell you, I'm a competitive person and I like breaking records. We set the bar really high, but can you help me break the record next year by returning more money to you and your constituents? Hopefully so. So now let me turn it over to Aaron Sloan, the Deputy Director of Illinois Funds for Outreach, who you already heard from today, because we also have a raffle. If everyone gets your tickets out,